Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We have reached the end of our community unit already. So, for the past 2 weeks, we have been talking about the same essential question: what makes a community? So, today we're going to wrap all of that up and we're going to take a little mini test together today about all that we learned just to see how much we remember. So, before we begin, let's just go over again. We can explain ways to help our community and a little recap of what we have talked about for the past 2 weeks. So, up here in the corner, we talked about different types of neighborhoods. We know that an urban neighborhood is a neighborhood that could be skyscrapers, buildings, city life. Think of like New York City as being an urban area. So, people close together and lots of buildings and lots of streets. Suburban neighborhoods are where the houses, a little bit more separated, a little bit more land in between them. There are streets in between, and that's a type of suburban neighborhood. And then down here on the bottom, we have the rural neighborhoods. That's the farmland, the open areas. So we talked about those three types of communities. We also talked about, right here in the middle, different types of buildings that can be in a community. So we talked about houses, apartments, schools, the bank, the fire stations, the post office, the gas stations, the hospitals, hotels, the airport, all different types of places that we can go and visit that are all part of what makes our communities. And of course, to tie in with that, we can't have all these wonderful places if we didn't have all these wonderful people, our community helpers, people that work day in and day out to make our neighborhood so great. So, talking about police officers and teachers and doctors, nurses, police officers, the list can go on of all different types of community helpers. And you wrote about what you hope to be when you grow up. And I loved hearing all of your ideas as well. We know how special these jobs are, and we have a lot to thank for all those people that work hard every day. We also talked about needs and wants. So remember, a need is something that all of us must have to live: water, food, shelter, clothing, and of course, air to breathe. Those are things that we have to have, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to have those to live. And of course, we also talked about wants, things that we would like to have, but we don't need it to live. So, of course, we all want to have pets and cars. We all want to have candy and sweet treats. We want to have toys and iPads. But those are things that are just wants, like vacationings, right? But things that we need to survive are a little bit different. And it's tied in all together by showing us how we can do our part to help the community. I love to see your ideas on what you can do to help the community. And it was really beautiful to see all the great ideas you have, because we all have the power to help make this world so great. So I like this picture because it shows that we have the power in our hands to help our communities one little step at a time. And if we all work together, like they keep saying, we're all in this together, we can all help make our community so great. So now I would like you to take out lesson number 11 in your packet. I don't know if it's labeled 11, but it does say assessment on the top, and it looks like this. Okay, it has your name line on the top. It says Unit 4 assessment in the corner. Don't worry about this little total box up here that's going to stay blank. It's just going to be when we grade it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to read you the questions, and I would like you to fill in the answers. There's only one answer for each. It's kind of like the quick checks, okay, that we do. And I will read them for you, and you answer the question yes or no. Please try to do this on your own without help from your parents. On the back, if you need help with spelling on the writing part, of course your parents can help you with spelling, but I would like to see and hear your answers. Is it okay if we make a mistake? Absolutely. Mistakes are proof that you're trying and learning, so we celebrate those too. So don't worry if you make a mistake, just try your best. Okay? If at any time, if I'm going too quickly, feel free to pause the video and then continue on if you need time. Okay? Question number 1. Does everyone around the world live in the same kind of community? Do we all live in the same type of neighborhoods? Do we all live in the same exact communities all around the world? Yes or no? Okay, and just circle or color in the one that you believe. Okay, number 2. There are many different kinds of people that live in our neighborhood. Yes or no? Many different kinds of people. Are all the people the same, or are we all different? Yes or no? Okay, number 3, there are many important places in our community. So think of our community. Are those places like the bank and schools and hospitals, are those important places? Yes or no? Number 4, people have jobs to help people and to make money. Yes or no? Number 5, wants are things that you have to have. Are the wants things that keep us living that we have to survive? Keyword is the wants. Yes or no? Okay, number 6. So for this one, you're going to draw a picture of something that is a want. A want. So you're going to draw a picture of a want up here and then write what it is on the bottom line. Again, you can pause it if you need help spelling. You can always try your best to sound it out too. Spelling doesn't have to be perfect, just try your best. But make sure it's a want. Okay, number 7, you'll see a bunch of pictures here. Please circle the pictures that show needs, things that we need to survive. Okay, there's more than one there. There's actually a couple. Things that are a need that we need to have. Okay, and the last one's going to take you a little bit longer. Number 8, please name a community helper, somebody who has a special job in our community. Draw a picture of them here. Tell me which one you drew, and then tell me, what do they do? Okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, a teacher's a community helper. They help children learn so they can go on and grow up and get jobs on their own, right? So that's an example. Don't take that one, do something different, but just an example of what a community helper is. A special job. All right, when you're all done, make sure that you submit a photo on Class Dojo or Google Classroom to me of both sides so I can see it and grade it. And remember, just try your best because you are super duper smart and you're an awesome part of our community. So thank you for your attention today. I can't wait to see how you did, and I hope you enjoy this awesome, fabulous Friday and have a great weekend.